things. I'm Andrea. I've got a couple of little new purchases that I just wanted to share with you and show you. Lately I've taken to trying a bit of ink blending, and I've done a little bit of research. I've got the little things that you put over your finger, but my fingers are too big to get in them. And not only that, I've kind of looked at different tools, and I liked the look of these, which are Ranger mini ink blending tools. Apply inks, paints and more. You get 2 in a pack, and I think they were about £4. And you get extra foam pads, and then I got another pack of foam pads which was £2 something. Sorry, I've still got a cold, but it's a bit snuffly now. I've not used them before, so I'm going to try. I've watched people use them, but I'm going to try and use them myself. Attach the fabric side of the mini ink blender to the tool base, tap the ink onto the tool and generally rub in a circular motion. So I suppose it's not rocket science, is it? But I just thought, because these are quite economical in terms of the pads, that I could have a pad for sort of every colour that I've got eventually, and if I like it, that is. And I'll develop a little sort of storage system for that. So, oh, they just Velcro on. So I've got plenty to be going on with, because in here they're 20. There's 20 in there, and then I've got 24. So I've got about 40, 50 ink colours, I think. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'll get another pack, and then I'm almost got one for every colour I've got. So what I'm going to do, I've also got this guillotine, but I'm just going to have a go with these stamps, with these blenders first. I'm just going to get a piece of Whisper White cardstock and a bit of scrap paper, and I'm just going to, I made a card the other day. Oh, I can't can I show you it? Yeah. I made a card the other day and I blended blues, you can see here. So I'm going to try doing that again, I think. And I use Night of Navy and Soft Sky. So it says to dab it on, doesn't it? You see, Night of Navy is not very, it's not very squishy, and it's, I think I need to put some more ink in there. But anyway. Oh, it's squeaky. Oh, it is appearing. Right, so the other thing I bought was a Holz Tonic Studios Guillotine. It's a paper trimmer. It's 8.5 inches, so it's a small one. It doesn't do 12 by 12s. And you can use it for paper and cardstock. And I've seen this one used, and I thought it looked like what I needed, because I'm fed up of buying blades, and I'm fed up of my paper being cut to shreds and ragged by my, can you still see what I'm doing, because the sun has just really come in really strong. But I'm fed up of my paper being pulled to pieces, and I'm fed up of it being raggy edged, and I'm fed up of buying new blades, because I just seem to be buying blades constantly, and they're not lasting through a decent sized project, or if I'm doing a few cards, they're not lasting me long at all. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, because so many other people seem to have the same problem. So what I thought was, instead of just constantly buying blades, I'm going to buy a new guillotine. My guillotine is really big. It's a big sort of industrial one for doing massive amounts of things, and I wanted something I could just use on my desk just for cutting my cardstock. Now this is supposed to be self-sharpening, so it should stay sharp for a long time. Like I said, it's nice and lightweight and compact. It's got 4 little feet here. It's a lovely shape. It leans slightly forward so that you can see when you're sitting down, you're not struggling to look over the top and see what measurements you've got where. It's got inches and centimetres at the top and bottom, and then it's got common sort of sizes here, 2 by 3.5, 4 1/4 by 5.5, 4 by 6, 5 by 7. So yeah, so it's quite useful for that. It's marked off in 1/4 inches as well, on both ways. So even though there are no measurements on the vertical axis, you still know that these are 1/4 inches. So if you did need to sort of cut down to a specific size, you'd know that you were cutting down to there. And of course you'd know that that was 5, that's 3.5, that's 5, that's 5 the other way, that's 6, that's 7. So you do have some sort of guide. It's got a nice chunky handle, so it's nice and easy to use, and your hands are well away from the blade. There's a safety guard here, which will also serve to hold your paper still, and it's supposed to do several sheets at a time. Now I'm just going to take a piece of normal weight, very vanilla, and I'm going to raise my arm, and I'm just going to try it. It's the first time I've tried it. You just see me take it out of the box, and I'm going to cut this to a business size, 2 by 3.5. So I'm just going to line it up there. Oh, that's beautiful. Look how pristine that is. Look how pristine it is compared to that side, which I did with a trimmer with a new blade on it. Okay, and then I do it to so that's 3.5, so I'm going to do it back to 2. So I'll just line it up there. Oh, it lines up really smoothly as well. It like slides right into those grooves there, and you get a nice sort of business card size. And look how pristine it is. That is really nice. The only thing is, obviously, is if you've got 12 by 12s, they're not going to go in. Once you've got those down to 8.5, then they're going to fit in. This isn't 8.5. It measures 8.5 this way, but it only measures 6.25 this way. Okay. So if I wanted to measure a 6 by 6. But yeah. I'm really pleased with that. Just going to see what it's like for getting sort of an inch or a 1/2 inch piece, because your inch measurement is right here. Okay, what's that? Yeah, so you can get an inch. Ooh. To get a 1/2 inch, you'd be right on the edge of the blade. It still did it. It still cut it perfectly well. It didn't pull it over the side. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with that, and I'm assuming that it's self-sharpening because it's got this sharp edge on the end. So be careful of that edge as well. The one thing I would say about it is it could do with some sort of a lock to prevent. I don't think it has got a lock, no. It could do with some sort of a lock, just in case little hands got hold of it, but I would definitely keep it out of the way of little fingers, keep it up high somewhere, and maybe get a nice thick band or something, thick rubber band, and just wrap it around, so that it just stops it from accidentally falling open or whatever. I would like to have seen a little lock on that. I mean, we don't get locks on other trimmers, but yeah, that might have been useful on there. So that's it. So that's my Friday little haul and review for you today. I hope you could see everything, because like I said, the sun is absolutely glaring in, which is really nice after a few dull days. thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next Friday for some reviews and hauls, or whatever I'm going to be doing next Friday. Take care. Bye-bye.